it's time for 100th day math. So today you're playing a game that's called Race to 100. So you should have a paper that looks like this. You'll also need 2 dice and some markers, or crayons would work too. Okay, so let me show you how to play this game. I'm going to kind of turn you down. I know that's really hard to see, so I'll show you on my board too what I'm doing, okay? So, but let's see. Step number 1 is to roll both of your dice together at the same time. 2. So I've got a 4 and a 2. So your next step is this game involves addition. I know we've been working on subtraction, but we're just kind of playing a fun game for the 100th day. So it involves addition. So I have 4 plus 2. So think about how you want to add those. You might know them. You might do 4 and count 2 more. You might just use a picture and count these dots. You could use your fingers, however you want to add 4 and 2 together. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6, okay? So then on our game board, we are going to cross off 6 spaces. And we are going to see how many turns it takes us to get to 100. So you need at least 2 colors that you'll use, okay? So you're going to start with the number 1, and we added 4 and 2 together, and we got 6. So I'm going to cross off 6 spaces. You can color them in if you want to, but crossing them off is a little bit easier. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you go across, keep going back and starting on this side and going across, okay? It's kind of like reading. So I did 6 so far. The next turn, I'm going to have to change my marker, so I use a different marker so we can tell how many turns it takes. And now, before you start playing, I'm going to want you to make a guess about how many turns you think it'll take you to get to 100. I think it'll take me, let's say 15 turns to get to 100, just as a guess. So you guess how many turns you think it'll take you to get to 100. Okay, let's do another round. 2 plus 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7. So I need to use my other color now. So I'm using red. And how many spots do I need to cross off? I added 2 and 5 and I got 7. Yeah, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to this side. 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's do one more together. Ooh, there goes my marker. So I'm back to my other color. I'll be doing the blue on this one. Ooh, I got 6 and 2 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I need to cross off 8 spots, and I'm back to using my blue marker. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now, well, let's do one more turn together, then we'll look at my board. Okay. 6 plus 1. And I know that one, so I know 6 and 1 more makes 7. It's just like counting 1 more, 7. So I'm going to have to cross off 7 spots, and I have to use, it's like a pattern. I just used my blue marker, now I have to use red. So 7 spots with my red marker. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now let's look at my board and see how many turns I've had. I'm on the number 28 here. Okay, I've had 1. So every time I switch colors, that means it's a different turn. So all these blues are 1 turn. The reds make 2 turns. The blues make 3. And these reds make 4. So far I've had 4 turns with my marker. Remember my guess was 15? Wonder how many it'll take. So I'm going to actually write my guess just up at the top. I feel like I wrote a 15 up there. That's just my guess so I can remember. And then I'll keep playing all the way until I get to the end. And then we'll see how many turns it actually took me. And I want you to do the same. So do all your turns and then see count how many turns it took and see, was your guess too high or too low? How did it compare to how many turns it actually took you? I'll go ahead and take my turns, and then I'll come back. So I'm going to pause for a minute, take my turns, and I'll come back and we can talk about that. Okay, I'm back. I took all my turns all the way to the end. Now let's count and see how many turns it took me. Remember, if there's like a red one and then it's still red at the start of the next line, that's all one turn, okay? So don't count that as two separates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, it was 15. That was totally random that I guessed. Well, I guessed on what I thought about it a little bit, but I had 15 turns. So yours might turn out to be the same, but it doesn't have to. It might be different. I really thought mine would be different than the number that I guessed. So after you come up with how many turns it took you, I want you to think about if however many turns it took you was bigger than the number you guessed or smaller than the number you guessed. How do those two numbers compare to each other? Okay, have fun with this one. There's a little bit of addition, but it shouldn't be too hard. You have the dots on the dice to help you. And then crossing off, and then count up how many turns it takes you. So I wonder how yours will compare to mine. It took me 15 turns. I got a lot of big numbers when I was adding my numbers together. I wonder if it'll take you more or less than 15. Okay, go ahead, have fun. Happy 100th day.